Good morning, everybody. So my name is Jean-Marie Contreras. I'm a field application scientist at Gravity Signals, and today I will make an introduction to Signals ChemDraw, the new evolution of the ChemDraw application. So during the next 45 minutes, I will go through a live demo where I will use practical examples to illustrate the major features and functionalities that you can find in Signals ChemDraw. So this is the agenda of today's session. So I will start with a short introduction and explain what is Signals ChemDraw and how you can compare it to your ChemDraw classical version. Then I will move on with a live demo focused on two applications that come with Signals ChemDraw, namely ChemDraw Plus and ChemDraw Collection. And then I will finish by showing you some key and major functionalities in ChemDraw. So let's start with a short introduction about ChemDraw. So ChemDraw is the most efficient chemical drawing editor available to chemists. So this year we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of ChemDraw. The first national ChemDraw was created in 1985 and was only available on Macintosh. Few years later, this application became available on Windows. So with the years, a lot of functionality were introduced in ChemDraw, like the impact name generation, sidefinder integration, coloring tools, HELM editors, and hotkeys, for example. So the last version of ChemDraw Desktop was released in June this year, so it's ChemDraw 25. So there are three basic offers for ChemDraw. So the first one is called ChemDraw Prime. So this version of ChemDraw is actually the basic chemical drawing editor designed for chemists who want to create publication-ready drawings rapidly. Then there is ChemDraw Professional, which is actually ChemDraw Prime with chemical intelligence, property prediction, viewing capabilities, and also integration to some scientific databases. Signals ChemDraw basically, so it's actually the ultimate version of ChemDraw. It's a cloud-based solution that allow you to manage molecule and reaction data with your web browser. And this version of ChemDraw is a perfect tool to share, collaborate, and make reports. So on this slide, I've put an overview of the key features and functionality for the different ChemDraw offers. So Signals ChemDraw is, as I said before, is the ultimate version of ChemDraw. It includes everything that you can see on this slide. With Signals ChemDraw, you will have the ChemDraw Pro version of ChemDraw with additional features that you can read here, but I will go through the detailed explanation later on. The Signals ChemDraw version can be download and install on your individual computer, like the other version. With Signals ChemDraw, you have integration of some nice databases like Google Scholar and Google Patent, but also PubChem safety data on ChemSCX Explorer. The access to the Signals platform will give you the possibility to manage user and licenses, but also to get automatic updates within the system. Signals ChemDraw includes three cloud-native applications, like ChemDraw Plus, which is actually the cloud version of ChemDraw. You will have also an application called ChemDraw Collection that can help you to organize your chemistry data, store, and share them. The third application is the HELM monomer curation, which is dedicated to manage and create custom monomer library. So Signals ChemDraw is not the replacement of the ChemDraw desktop version. It actually includes ChemDraw Pro with a lot of things, as you can see here. So Signals ChemDraw has been launched in February 2024. It combines actually ChemDraw desktop solution, pre-cloud native application, like I said before. And actually, the first thing that I wanted to say is that with Signals ChemDraw, we get the most feature-rich ChemDraw desktop version. You will have access to all the different ChemDraw products via the Signals platform. You will be able to manage licenses and user in the Signals configuration page. I will show you that in a moment. But this means that you won't need any more activation code to use for ChemDraw desktop activation. All activation process will be done through the authentication to the Signals platform. The management of the user will be on a name email basis, and Signals ChemDraw will allow you to. It also delivers automatic updates to user, and there is about 10 updates every year. So finally, Signals ChemDraw gives you access to the Signals platform to these 3 different cloud applications: Cloud ChemDraw Plus, ChemDraw Collection, and HELM Editor creation. In this presentation, I will focus only on ChemDraw Plus and ChemDraw Collection. So Signals ChemDraw is accessible via the Signals platform using your credentials. What you need basically is email address, password, and a link to the tenant. So you will be able, once you are connected to the homepage, to launch any application that is included in Signals ChemDraw. So you will be able to launch ChemDraw desktop application, but also the other application that is present here. Of course, ChemDraw desktop can also be opened from the computer if you want. Connection to the Signals configuration page will allow you to manage easily licenses and user. I will show you that in a moment how you can do that. And we know that this method of authentication is really appreciated from our customer because it's a really benefit for them and it's less complex than the classical one, which needs where you need to enter an activation code into the system. So before I move on to the live demo, a couple of slides about the 2 different applications I will show you in a moment. So ChemDraw Plus, so it's actually an application that can create, upload, and manage your chemical drawing all in one place using a web browser. Basically, you can launch this application from the ChemDraw desktop, but also from the Signals homepage. So this is a screenshot of the dashboard. I will show you that in a moment, how it looks like. But basically, you can select from the dashboard different style sheets to create a new drawing. You have a view of the recent drawing and also the favorite molecule that you have selected in the system. You can navigate easily into the system, see all the different files that you have saved, and have a preview of what is inside each file very rapidly. Once you're opening the files in the ChemDraw Plus application, you will be able to edit and make your drawing like the same way you can do it in the desktop version. And finally, ChemDraw Plus will give you the possibility to share your drawings easily with any colleagues in your organization. ChemDraw Collections is an application that is designed to help chemists to better organize, manage, search, and share chemical structure. It will give you the possibility to browse and find chemistry data on your local device or even a folder, even if they are embedded in our documents. Once you have identified your drawing, you will be able to create collection of molecules and manage them from this application. And from the collection, you will be able to export a list of molecules in different formats. It can be either a PowerPoint, a report, or SD file, for example. In the last part of the presentation, I will show you some key features and functionality that can help you in your daily work. So I will not go through all the different topics that you can see on the screen because we won't have enough time, but I will try to focus on the most relevant or the most important according to me and try to show that they can be very useful in your daily work. Okay, so now let's move to the live demo. Okay, can you see my web browser? Is it okay? Okay. So to connect to the system, once you have entered your credential, sorry, I need to relog. Log out. Not too long. Here. So once you log on to the system, you will arrive to the Signals homepage, and this is the place where you can see all the different applications we will have access to. So of course, there is ChemDraw Desktop, there is ChemDraw Plus, ChemDraw Collections, and HELM Monomer Curation. This is also the place where you will be able to download the different installer files that you will need to install, for example, ChemDraw Desktop and ChemDraw Collection. So it's pretty easy for the user to download the different installation file and do the authentication process for the different steps that is described here. You have also the possibility to download the total ChemDraw application suite that will give you, for example, ChemDraw for Excel and Chem3D. On the Signals homepage, you can also have access to the Signals configuration. So this part will be only accessible to administrator. So you need to relog again using your credential. And this is the place where you will be able to manage the licenses on the user you want to set up in the system. So what you can see here on the screen is a list of the different users that has been saved in the system. And you have the possibility very easily to activate or deactivate license for each user that is present in the system by just clicking in the checkbox here. You have an overview of the number of licenses that is present in the system and the number of licenses that is currently used. So pretty simple to basically manage the user in the company, for example. Let me come back to the homepage, and now let's move on to the next topic, which will be live demo of the ChemDraw Plus activation. So for that, just need to click on the ChemDraw Plus file, and I will go directly in the ChemDraw Plus dashboard, as you can see here. So a few words about the dashboard. As you can see on the top part of the dashboard, you can see the different category that is available. So you have the drawing, you can see all the drawing here. You can have also a list of the different notebooks present into the system. And you can also go through the different favorite structure that you have selected in your team. Just below, there's a list of different style sheets that is available. In the same way, you can select them in the desktop version. You can expand or collapse this different style sheet from there. And just below, you have two different boxes. On the left-hand side, you have all the recent drawings that you have saved into the system. And on the right-hand side, you can see the favorite chemical structure. If you want to create a new drawing in ChemDraw Plus, it's pretty easy. Two different ways. You can click on the style sheet from there, type the name and save it, or you can go here on the grid button here, add new, and make a new drawing, for example. So by default, the system is proposing you the style sheet SES 1996, but you have the possibility to change it from there. Then just put a name for the demo. Call it demo. So that 21. And create the drawing. So you can see that ChemDraw Plus has created this file that you just enter the name. You can see that the file has been saved in the notebook called GM005, and this is actually the canvas where you will be able to make to draw your structure and the reaction, for example. So the canvas is a little bit different compared to the desktop version. So meaning that all the main ChemDraw tools will be available on the left-hand side here. So they are organized in a slight different way compared to the desktop version. But basically, everything is there. So you will find all the different functionality and feature here on this left panel. You have the possibility to access to additional tools by just clicking on the icon where there's this little black mark here on the bottom corner. If you click here, you will be able to display additional feature and select it to make your work. So nothing really difficult here. On the top part of the canvas, you have the classical tool to select your molecule. You can undo, redo, you can copy paste, zoom in, zoom out if you want to do that. There's a particularity in ChemDraw Plus, meaning that the canvas is infinite. So there's no limit to the number of molecules you can put in a drawing. You can put 10, 20, 50 different structure or reaction. Everything will be displayed in the same basically. So let me just show you how to draw simply a molecule. I will just show you what is the main capability you can use in ChemDraw Plus. So starting from this one, for example, this one as molecule. Not too complicated here. For example, you have the possibility to use the template, which is also available in the desktop version. I'm just clicking here, like for example, some function that's present in the template and add it to your molecule. So nothing really different. It's a little bit organized in a different way, basically. If you select the molecule or part of the molecule, you will see that on the right-hand side, there is a contextual menu that has appeared, and it will give you access to additional capabilities and functionality in the system. You have the possibility also to open a side panel here. If you click on this icon, it will give you access to additional features. So, for example, the first one will be the analysis tabs that will give you the possibility to calculate or the molecular weight or the molecular formula for the molecule that you have selected, and also get a SMILES string or a cheeky string for the specific molecule. So pretty similar to what you can use in the desktop version. You can add, for example, this different information just below your molecule. And of course, the system will be able to also update in in modification and the modification with the different calculation here. There's also additional tabs here, like the properties. This is the place where you can define the enhanced stoichiometry settings. But there's also a guided stereo tab that will help you to analyze the absolute configuration of your molecule in case you have a stereo center. So, for example, if you begin the analysis of the molecule, it will tell you that the system has identified center. You have the possibility to show the atom ID here if you want. And the system tells you that this is the S configuration of your molecule. You can definitely change the configuration of your center from there and select, for example, the opposite configuration for the molecule. Or you can decide to put the racemate or put no information for the molecule you have just drawn. So pretty simple to draw a molecule and use a different feature in presenting in ChemDraw Plus. So let me show you another example by just using a functionality that is pretty nice in ChemDraw desktop, but either in ChemDraw Plus. If it's also present, you can use the name to structure functionality, that meaning that the system will interpret the name of the molecule if it is present in the dictionary databases. So, for example, let's say that one that is already present, and the system will be able to import the structure of this molecule. So you don't need to basically draw the structure of this molecule if you want to have it. From there, you can, I already show you that you can use the electronic tools, but you have the possibility also to edit this molecule directly into the desktop version. So here you have the possibility to edit in ChemDraw. The system will automatically open ChemDraw desktop version and gives you the possibility to make any modification here from there. So let's say, for example, that you would like to use the the coloring feature that is present in the desktop version. So you just need to activate, for example, let's show the ring fill color toolbar. This one is present here, and then you can use it very basically very easily. So we will select some bold here and color the long dots. And then once you're done with the notification, you just need to close ChemDraw desktop application, accept the notification, and the system will automatically update and will make it available in the current version. Now you have the molecule with the modification that has been made from the desktop version, and you can continue to use the different tools. And let's say, for example, that you would like to make a 3D representation of this molecule. So first we need to do actually that 3D process in this one. And then from there, we have the possibility to use this structure perspective tool that will allow us to make 3D rotation, 3D visualization of this molecule. So again, this was an example to show you the interaction between ChemDraw plus ChemDraw desktop version. But in addition to that, you have the possibility also to start from the ChemDraw desktop version and work afterward in the ChemDraw plus activation. So let me show you that. So imagine that you start from the desktop application. So I will just launch the desktop version from here. And this is, for example, I want to draw a molecule. So again, it's a bit lazy. Just want to draw it. I will use the dictionary import, type. Okay, and now let's imagine that we would like to make some modification on this molecule to make analog. So just make some modification here. Example, let's make nitrogen. So now I make do something different compared to the molecule I've imported, and I would like to save it on my computer. So I can go to the file menu, select the save as, and this is actually the place where you have the possibility to either save this drawing on your personal computer or on a work folder, or you can decide to switch the saving process and go to the CAN platform. And you can see that this pop-up windows is pretty similar to the one I used at the beginning of the demonstration of the ChemDraw plus activation. So again, I just need to type a name here. So let's example, that's one. Save it. So the molecule has been saved. And now if I come back into the ChemDraw plus activation and go to the dashboard, now you will see that in the recent drawing, there's a new file that has been added here, which is the analog one file that I just drew from the desktop application. So this is basically the molecule I've drawn into the desktop application. And if I make some modification from there, imagine that, save, and come back into the desktop application, we'll see that ChemDraw Plus is making the update of the file because ChemDraw desktop is pointing to the Signals platform. So basically, when you make a drawing using the desktop application, you have the possibility to save your work either on your local computer or the Signals platform. From there, you have the possibility to share also the drawing you just made with some of your colleagues. So I'm using the sharing functionality of ChemDraw Plus. So to utilizing, you can click on the sharing button here and search for the collaborator you would like to send this information. So let's say, for example, Maria also, which is a system. And this is the place where I can decide to give access or total access to the collaborator. Just need to add it, click on done, and now Maria Watson will have access to this drawing and will be able to make a modification on it in my system. So again, this is a nice way to to really share different ideas, share drawings, so your collaborator don't have to repeat everything from scratch. In ChemDraw Plus, you have the possibility also to search for specific information. So if you search for a specific drawing, you have the possibility to go into the drawing category and scroll down all the different files and get a preview by just clicking here, putting your mouse on different preview boxes. So it can be very nice to see what is inside the file instead of opening it. You can make a search here using keywords that will search from the title of your different files, but you have also the possibility to make a structured search. If you click on draw, the system will automatically give you the possibility to draw something here. For example, let's type this structure, which is middle here, and search for any molecule that contains this specific moiety, and you can see now the system will give you the result of your search and give you all the different files that contain this specific subsearch. So that can be very useful if you're looking for a specific drawing in your system. You can easily retrieve this information just using this function. This is the major capability I wanted to show you in ChemDraw Plus. Now I will move on to the next application, which is called ChemDraw Collection. Come back on the home page here and launch ChemDraw Collection. So ChemDraw Collection can be either started from the Signals homepage here, or you can also, like for ChemDraw Desktop, you can also launch from your computer, because ChemDraw Collection is also is installed actually. So what you will see on the ChemDraw Collections application is basically the following. So what the first thing you will see is actually the browse. You can browse your local files. So this is the place where you will be able to navigate, browse your different folder, or your personal computer, but also a company folder or company server, and search for any document that contains a drawing or chemical structure. ChemDraw Collection can read and recognize different type of documents. So basically, of course, the system will be able, so for example, you can see in the content for demo here, this is a folder that contains different type of files. And so the system is able to read, of course, ChemDraw files. So this is not really amazing, but the system will be able, for example, to read any Microsoft Office document that has embedded chemical object or chemical structure inside. So, for example, if you have a Word document that contains chemical structure, the system will be able to give you a list of the different content that is inside your Word document. Same thing for a PowerPoint. The system can read and extract any information from that. And also, it is also the case for any ChemDraw for Excel table, for example. So this is very nice because you don't have to open all these different files. So the system is actually kind of give you a kind of a preview of what is inside this different file. You have also the possibility to read SD files, and the system can read files that contains a lot of information. So, for example, that one it's almost 1,000 different molecules, so it can take 2 seconds to make this available, but you have the possibility to search for this to open this. So once you have identified the different drawings using ChemDraw Collection, you have the possibility to create collection. So I can show you how it is possible to do that. So for example, you can select, for example, two molecules from there, and add this molecule to a new collection that I will name here collections create. The system will add these two different items to the collection. So now if I move to the collection category section, I can see my demo collection that I've just created. And I can see the two different molecules that I've just added before. So the molecule will come with a lot of information. The system will automatically calculate some physical chemical properties here, but it will also import, if it's, for example, an SD file, all the information that was integrated in this SD file. So you can easily, by doing this type of process, go through all the different molecules that is present on your computer, select them. For example, let's take that one, which is coming from an Excel table. Let's add it to the collection that I just created. Let's go to this part one, select, for example, this one, add in here. Let's take another one here, maybe this one here, and add it to the collection. Now, if I go to the collection view, I can see, I can refresh probably. Keep it, something like that. Just come back here. Okay, it's in the collection. So you have to delete. We'll go to collection. Okay, should be there now. Yeah, it has been added here. So this is the way you can add the different molecules to your collection. Once it is there, you have the possibility to share this collection and make a report. Different possibility again. You can use this functionality that will allow you to make this export. You have two different formats. Basically, you have the PowerPoint format or the SD file. If you select, for example, the PowerPoint format, then you can decide what will be the layout of your PowerPoint document. The information you would like to see below the molecule, you can decide to add more if you want. You can see that the list of information is increasing. You can also remove the one that is present here, make the export, save it as a PowerPoint document, and then open it in the on the computer. Let me just give you a preview of what is the result of this export. So again, very nice way to export all different drawings that you are stored on the system. So you can see here that I create this demo collection. I have 3 different molecules into the system, into the collections. And what is pretty nice is now, if you come back into the ChemDraw Plus collection, ChemDraw Plus application, sorry. Now you can see that there is some additional drawing that has been added to the system. So they are all coming from this ChemDraw collection I've just created a few minutes ago. I had the possibility, like before, to update, open it, share with my collaborator, and then come back into my ChemDraw collection application. So again, very nice way. From there, you will be able basically to upload, create your collection, but also upload them to the Signals platform and make it available for other users. The last feature I wanted to show you in the ChemDraw collection is the possibility to make search. So once you have created your collection, you can make keyword search, of course, but you can also make, like before, like I showed you in the ChemDraw Plus application, you have also the possibility to make a structure search. Same principle, just draw your molecule here. Okay, the same example. Search, and now the system is going to search through the Signals platform. Of course, it will identify all the molecules that were set up in the collection I just created. But in addition to that, the system will also search for molecule that is present on the ChemDraw Plus side, and also all the experiments that is contained in the Signals platform in case you are using the electronic lab notebook. So this can be very useful. For example, here in that case, the system was able to identify a reaction, an experimental reaction that contains also this environment. So this feature is pretty nice if you want really to search the total Signals platform, which will give you the information. Okay, I think this is the only thing I wanted to show you for ChemDraw collection application. So now I'm going to move to the last part of the presentation, which will be dedicated to ChemDraw features and functionality. So I've prepared something that I would like to show you in ChemDraw desktop application. So basically, the things that I would like to show you to finish is the different possibilities that you can use to make quick and efficient drawing using ChemDraw desktop application. So those functionalities are also available in ChemDraw Plus if you want to. So basically, nice thing that can be used in ChemDraw is the hotkeys concept. So hotkeys is basically it allows you to draw a molecule without using the classical drawing tools that is present here on the left-hand side. You will have only to use your keyboard and type the different hotkeys that is described here in the table. So the first concept you need to understand is that for that, in each molecule that you will draw on your canvas, you will have a hotspot, what we call a hotspot. So for example, here in this molecule, if I select it and I type enter on my keyboard, I will see the hotspot of my molecule. I have the possibility to move with the arrow keys on my keyboard the position of the hotspot. The hotspot is the place where you will be able to add new atom or group of atoms or rings by just typing here the different numeric keys or keyboards or keys on the keyboards. So let me just show you that very rapidly. So you can type here, type 1, it will add carbon atom. If you type 0, it will go into the opposite direction. So you can see this green dot that is a very important instant. It gives you the direction of the next atom or group of atoms that will be added. Type 2, then 3, 4, and so on, etc. You can easily draw your molecule by just using your keyboard. So let me just do an example. So for example, as a use case, I will try to reproduce this molecule. So I will start first by drawing this ring. I space bar with my keyboard, select the entire molecule. If I click enter, I can now move my hotspot. If I type 1, I will put an ethyl. If I type 6, I put a sigma ring. I can introduce the atom and I can move again with the arrow key on my keyboard to the good position and introduce this nitrogen atom. Then I can move, put a 5 ring by typing 5. Double bond is 2. Nitrogen is N, then 1. Trichloromethyl is uppercase, chlorine. So you can see I'm doing that very rapidly. And then so on, I can create all the different features of my molecule or the different parts of my molecule by just typing the keyboard with the correct. So let me just finish that one. Cyclopropyl V. Then I can move on again. The keyboard, arrows, the position, 1. Sorry. Do that. 1, and then let this wedge bound and let it see this. So very rapidly, I was able to draw this molecule without using the main mouse tools at the buttons. So you will find all the information available here on if you go to these 2 different cheat sheets that will give you hotkeys and shortcuts information. Shortcuts can be also used in the system, so they can make your life easier if you want to make some specific operation. So, for example, if you want to duplicate a structure, you probably need all the copy-paste functionality that can come with the edit one. You can also select a molecule and make a Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V to copy a molecule. But there's also another way to make a duplicate molecule. Just select the molecule, put the mouse inside, or the control key on the keyboard. You can see this little plus that is appearing. Now you can drag and drop the molecule and it will automatically duplicate. And you can repeat that many times. If you want to align in the same way when you do the duplication, you just have to click on the control the shift key, and now it will make the duplication of your molecule, but it will automatically align the molecule in the horizontal way or in the vertical. So this can be available to chemicals of that. You have also the possibility to create very rapidly a reaction scheme. So, for example, a reactant, select the molecule, and now if you click on the control key on the keyboard plus the right arrow key, it will automatically create an arrow for your reaction and duplicate the starting material as a product. You can then combine chemicals to very easily by using different arrow key on the keyboard combined with this control key. If you draw a reaction and would like to clean up a little bit, pretty easy, you can select only the arrow. The system will be able to recognize the reactant or the product, and now you just need to use the shortcuts on your keyboard, or you can use the cleanup reaction feature, which is also present in the toolbar here, and the system will automatically align all the different structure, resize the arrow, and put a plus between two different reactants. You can also clean up a molecule. This is something that is pretty straightforward in ChemDraw. You can use this icon or use the Control Shift K shortcut. So in that case, you can repeat several times until you get the correct structure of this bit. It is also possible to join two different molecules in case you would like to make a copying reaction between these two different structures. So you just need to select the two different atoms and then use the Control G command on the keyboard to automatically make the combination of your choice. The join feature can also be used if you select the bond, for example. That is, you select the bond and use again the Control J combination of the two different. We will go through the organic structure and hybrid enumeration. This is something very specific to chemistry, but please just keep in mind that there's a lot of functionality that will allow you to create very rapidly a library of molecule by just drawing your generic structure with the correct feature. The name to structure, this is something I already showed you. You can very easily from this name to structure functionality type anything you know from the literature. If the molecule is stored in the dictionary, it will be automatically updated to your code. There's a nice feature in ChemDraw that you can use is if you know the CAS number of a molecule, you can easily retrieve the structure by using the CAS number. For that, you will have to go to the add-in here and use the ChemCX structure from CAS. It will open a new pop-up window here. Just need to type, for example, the CAS number 8.1 as an example. Search, and now you can see that the molecule has been retrieved and put into the canvas. So just go back to the correct. So you can do that very easy. Another thing that you can do also with the system that will allow you to not use the drawing tool is to make copy-paste using, for example, SmileString. So if you would use SmileString for different software of different origin, with something, a web page, a database that you have found somewhere. So the system will be able to read and interpret the SmileString code. So you need, for example, copy the SmileString, and then from there, just need to paste as a SmileString. So you have different format that is available in the system. You have the SmileString, which is pretty well known, but you have also the Inchi one, and you have different also format that I will just show you in a moment. So let's say the SMILES one, and now you can see that the system was able to convert this SMILES into a chemical drawing. Same thing can be done with the Inchi string. In ChemDraw, you have the possibility to draw peptides or oligonucleotides using the HELM Editor. So this HELM Editor can be called showing the HELM Monomer toolbar. Click here, open a new pop-up window, and this is the place where you'll be able to tell to the system what type of polygon you would like to draw into your canvas. So imagine that I want to draw something of a type. So I just need to select the massive, the type of library I want to use. So in that case, I will use the natural one, but please be aware that you can also use custom amino acid that is coming in the system. And for example, let's put my cursor here, just type the different amino acid that I would like to put in my sequence. And you can see if you put your mouse, you will have a kind of a preview of the amino acid that will be inserted into the system. This HELM representation is actually a kind of abbreviation or a contract form of the atomic representation of your peptide. You have the possibility to display the structural level if you want of this molecule. If you click here on the expand label, the system will give you the side chain, for example, of the structure of the amino acid that you have selected. The same thing can be done for the DNA and RNA sequences. Again, you can draw your DNA sequence in the same way, and then if you want to display the atomic representation, just need to expand it here, and it will give you the structure information at the atomic level. It is possible also to import faster peptide sequence. For example, if you want to work with this type of format, very easily, you just need to copy the peptidic sequence here, and then, as I showed before, paste it as a faster peptide sequence, and the system will be able to automatically draw the peptidic sequence that you just imported into the system. To finish, I would just like to go through two additional functionality, which is the chemical intelligence of ChemDraw. So basically, this is something I already showed you. ChemDraw Plus application, you have the possibility to calculate chemical properties and analysis data for those specific structure. It's pretty easy, something very straightforward that chemists are using the good job. For example, if you want to calculate log P or solubility, prediction of solubility, the system will display in 10 seconds the toolbar, which should be somewhere in 1 second. Screen, let me just show you. It's there. So you will be able to define the different parameters you can calculate from the structure of your circuit and paste it just below. And the last thing is actually the possibility to use integration of some scientific databases that is including in ChemDraw desktop application. So on specific molecule, you have the possibility to make search in Cyphender or Reaxis, using the add-on that is present here. If you have subscription to the specific literature or databases, you will be able to make your search directly from the ChemDraw canvas. The other thing you can also use is you can make a search in Google Scholar or Google Pattern. So let me just demo that. You select the molecule, then say in which database you would like to make the search. Say, for example, Google Patent. The system will automatically make the search using the SMILES string of the molecule and give you all the different pattern that is related to this structure. Also possible to get safety information using the PubChem safety databases that comes with ChemDraw Pro. For example, if you select this molecule and search with the PubChem GHS information databases, it will again open a new window and give you information related to this specific. So the system will again take SMILES string, go to the PubChem website and retrieve information regarding safety. I think that's it. I'm the end of the presentation. So I hope I convince you and give you a nice overview of the different capability that is included in Signals ChemDraw. So I show you the different application. I show you the different features that were available in Signals ChemDraw, and also what you can do with the ChemDraw desktop application. I think I'm almost in time. Yeah, a few minutes to answer to questions.
Thank you for the great demonstration of ChemDraw, Jean-Marie. We have some questions. I see the time is running out.
Yes.
One of the questions was if there's where you can compare the feature between the different editions of ChemDraw. For those of you who want to have a look at this, I've added a brochure, a comparison sheet in the materials. So if you click top right, the materials button in your user interface, you will find it there. Jean-Marie, you also sent me which version is right for me.
Yes,
I didn't have the time to upload it before this presentation, but I will be sure to add it to the resources later on, so you can download it later. Just one more question before I let you leave, Jean-Marie. There's one user here, he's traveling a lot, no internet connection. Will ChemDraw work offline?
Yes, that's a good question, actually. Yes. Once you have made the authentication in the Signals platform, ChemDraw will save this information during the next 30 days, meaning that you will be able to work offline. What you will need to do is to at least connect once every 30 days to the Signals platform to check the update of your licenses, and then the system can be run offline.
Yeah. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, I think we have to switch to the next webinar.
Yeah.
But thank you again, Jean-Marie, for the great presentation. So talk to you later. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day too. Bye.